Alright, tonight we're going to be talking about division in Unit 7, Lesson 4 on pages 217 and 219. We're also going to be talking about PISA, which we introduced in class yesterday. Again, PISA's problem, info, strategy, answer, and we'll discuss it in a second. Division is the opposite of multiplication. So it's going to make a bigger number smaller. Unlike multiplication, where we make smaller numbers bigger. So it is opposite, just like subtraction. So if you think of that, trying to get a smaller number is like subtraction. But let's talk about this problem. We'll see how it works. Remember, problem first. So this is where is the problem at in this question? Well, Mark bought a bag of limes. There were 5 limes in each bag. He bought 15 limes altogether. How many bags did he buy? Well, where's the question mark at? That's the problem. And here is our problem right here. So we're going to say that's our problem. So now we can take this away and say, how many bags did he buy? And then we want to look for any information we have inside the problem. And basically look for numbers. That's what you're looking for. There were 5 limes and there's 15 limes. So those are 2 numbers. So now instead of having info, we have now there were 5 limes in each bag. I'm going to say each bag. And there are a total of 15 limes. And in our strategy, we're trying to figure out how many bags did he buy. So we're trying to make this big number of limes into a smaller number. So that would tell us this is definitely going to be a division problem. So we're going to divide, and you just put whatever symbol, this one's going to be division right there. And then our answer, well, let's see. If we're saying 15 limes, that's the big number, and we want to make it into a smaller number, so 15 divided by 5. And that's how you have to write that problem. You can't put 5 divided by 15. Unlike in multiplication where you can switch the numbers, this one you cannot. So the bigger number first, 15 divided by 5. Later in your life you'll have the smaller number first sometimes, but not now. So how many times can 5 go into 15? That's your question. How many times can I take 5 and go inside 15? So if I go 5 plus 5, what does that give me? Well, 5 plus 5, or 5 times 2, is 10. Well, I still have some left over, so let's try to add one more 5. And 5 plus 10 is 15. So how many 5s do I have? 1, 2, 3. So the answer would be 3. Now 5s are the simpler ones because you're going to go on 5, 10, 15, however you do a multiplication. But you always got to basically think backwards on division. So it would be 5 times what will equal 15. That's how we have to think of that problem. So always try to think of it backwards. But PISA is really what I want you to understand and how to use it inside that word problem. So try number 2 tonight, and there were 10 photographs on the wall of an art gallery. Easy for me to say. The photographs were in rows with 5 photographs in each row. How many rows were there? So we're just dealing with 5 again. That's all we're dealing with in division this time. And then look at that bottom page and see how everything works out. And then also try page 219. It says 20 divided by 5. Again, we're using nothing but 5, so you should be able to answer those. And do all the odd numbers. All the odd numbers. So if you know your numbers, you know which ones are the odds. So, and you've been flipped to 9 and 5s.